Undertale is an indie RPG released in 2015 by developer Toby Fox. The game is about the aftermath of a war between monsters and humans, where the humans win the battle and trap all the monsters underground with a magic barrier preventing them from getting out. And to break this barrier, they will need to collect 7 human souls that they gather from people who accidentally wander down into the underground, and then combine all those human souls with Asgore, the king of monsters, so he will become a godlike being and break the barrier, releasing all the monsters. In the game, you play as this genderless child named Frisk, who has fallen in the underground and is the 7th soul that the monsters need to escape. Immediately, you were presented with the choice: fight or mercy, which is going to be the grade A beef of this presentation, because these lead to 2 different routes that you can take in the game: pacifist or genocide. This is important because if you choose to do the genocide route and kill everyone, the game confronts you with the weight of your choices and punishes you for killing innocent monsters. Through carefully designed scenes, dialogue, and world building, the game makes players reflect on their actions. The stark contrast between pacifist and genocide routes confront you with the weight of your choices. Characters like Flowey and Sans break the fourth wall and remind you of your actions and make you feel guilty for choosing. Through these choices, Undertale shows that violence is never the answer. Undertale loves making the player feel guilty for choosing the genocide route. In the pacifist route, areas like Snowden are lively, music plays, characters joke, and monsters welcome the player. There's warmth, humor, and connection. But in the genocide route, the tone completely shifts and there's a large juxtaposition between them. Those same areas are completely silent, they're empty, all the shops are abandoned, all the music completely stops, except for this dark, dreary drone that filled you with dread and sublime. As you continue down the genocide route, monsters begin to fear you. They start hesitating to attack you, running away from you, and places become desolate. And if you manage to talk to some of the monsters, they start referring you as a monster and not even recognizing you as a human. And traditionally, the monsters are the enemies, but now there's a role reversal where you're the threat, you're the one killing all of them. And the reversal is deliberate. By making you the antagonist, the game shifts the emotional weight. You are no longer controlling the character, you are accountable for the consequences of their actions. The game also gets extremely difficult. Like, what is this? I don't even know how I'm supposed to block this. The moment that makes the moral weight most explicit is Sans' conversation with you before the final genocide battle. Sans knows about your past resets and deaths, and calmly points out that you made these decisions yourself. His words are extremely personal. It makes it even worse that you had to reset the game to get a different ending, which means that you could have gone the pacifist ending just to rip them out of their good ending to kill them all. And after questioning your moral decisions, Sans starts the battle with you, and it is possibly the hardest battle in this entire game. Like, it is ridiculous. And after every death, you have to restart, and it is a 20-minute long battle. And this choice is deliberate. He's trying to make it as hard as possible so that you give up and stop playing the game. Which breaks the fourth wall because this is showing that Sans knows he's in a video game and is still trying to protect his fellow monsters. Undertale loves breaking the fourth wall. Undertale doesn't let the player escape responsibility. Even if you reset the game, characters like Sans and Flowey allude to your previous actions. Flowey reminds you that mercy and cruelty are both deliberate choices. This permanence reinforces guilt. The game creates a moral memory that refuses to let the player forget what they've done. Undertale's use of the fourth wall becomes even more prominent through Flowey, who, throughout the game, functions as a mirror to the player. Flowey openly acknowledges resets, save files, and timelines, things that exist outside the game's story but inside the player's actions. He remembers what you did even when the world is reset, reminding you that restarting doesn't erase guilt. This idea is made explicit and is if you decide to restart the game after killing an important character that will move your run from a pacifist to a genocide. He would reappear, and instead of saying his normal dialogue when you first meet him, he will remind you of your decision to restart and let you know that he will remember, which makes a player feel guilty for their decision. So, in conclusion, Undertale persuades the players through guilt, contrast, and accountability. By showing empty worlds, reversing traditional rules, confronting you through characters like Sans and Flowey, and remembering parts of your actions across resets, the game forces moral reflection. The player is not just controlling a character, they are responsible for the consequences of their actions. And in this way, Undertale demonstrates that choice carries real weight, and violence is never the answer.